Well, one thing that it's really interesting to note, we're just one of many affiliates across the country. So there's Horizons National, and it's headquartered out of Connecticut. But I think we're the second oldest affiliate in the country. And so it's something that's sort of our claim to fame, but we couldn't be happier. So what we do is we provide academic and enrichment support for children who lived in underserved communities. And so it's 6 weeks of joy in the summer. We have 2 hours of academics, then we do field trips. We even teach them how to swim because that's a great confidence builder. A lot of children come to us very scared of water, but when they leave us, they are part fish and they are just so overjoyed about that accomplishment. That's one of the things that they enjoy most. We serve students from pre-K all the way to grade 8, and once they start the program, they're invited to keep coming back. And so hopefully we will have that extra layer of support from pre-K all the way to 8, and then we have a high school leadership program which takes them to graduation. So we really try to build a long-term relationship and partnership with families and schools. Right now we have, I guess, close to 60. Our goal is to get 75 before we open in June. But yes, it's a vibrant program. And then, of course, our long-standing program is at the Kent School. And so we have about 105 kids already signed up. So we're hoping to have about 180 before all is said and done. Yes, that's also a really good reason why we're so excited about the grant from Women and Girls Fund, because they're helping us provide social workers at both sites. And so last year we had one social worker and she went between the sites. She was so busy. And we thought we knew what the needs would be, but we underestimated it. So we knew we wanted a full-time counselor social worker at each site just to help children sort of navigate the uncertainties in their world and to sort of give them some tools about anxiety and just sort of overcoming some of the trauma that they experienced during the lockdown and not having access to their teachers and their friends. It really did have an impact. Horizons last summer was probably the first structured learning program that our kids came to. A lot of our kids did not do the hybrid. So they did not go to school last year. So this was the first time that they were with teachers and peers and everything else. We literally had some coming off of the bus the first day saying, is there somebody that we can talk to? Just because, you know, again, there was just so much uncertainty and it really created anxiety. And so I know that our social worker last year, she went into classrooms, she did little lessons on self-care and, you know, what to do if you're in a challenging situation. Another thing that our social worker really leads, but all of our teachers do, we use the Ruler program, and it's a social emotional learning program. And it's a way of identifying your emotions and also valuing them. So even those high energy, maybe negative emotions, they're all good because they're there for a purpose. And so you value all emotions, but do you want to stay in a red zone for a long period of time? Because that would take a lot of energy and it might not get you to where you want to be. So thinking about your goals and just sort of what you want to do in life, it's just a way of helping, giving you some tools in order to really manage emotions and just handling some of the challenges that come your way. But the Women and Girls Fund, we are so thankful because it does allow us to provide this layer of support for all, but particularly sort of looking at our girls, because it's always good to have that extra layer of support in order to meet our goals and be successful.
We got to learn that they were impacting the lives of unserved communities and young children in elementary and middle school. And what I really love about what they do is they're giving these summer enrichment programs, which also include water safety skills. Really what they're doing also is kind of bridging the gap, right? Of that for low-income families, those children that may have what they call the summer slide and be impacted academically, they're able to, you know, really bridge that gap so that there isn't any loss of time or enrichment in the summer that needs to kind of be brought back to speed when they go back to school in the fall. But what I love is that they've actually expanded their program to social and emotional intelligence and really assisting those children to have those skill sets and coping mechanisms with professional care and expertise.